Welcome everybody to the Jujutsu Kaisen podcast, man.
I'm really glad to be here
Yeah,
with you
everybody.
guys. We're both glad to be here with you guys. We're here to bring you the proper information to get you into this show, okay? Because this is one of those once in a lifetime ones.
Yeah, I mean, this is one of the most popular shonen anime in a while, man. A lot of people say it's been breaking boundaries and stuff, especially because the creator's been inspired by anime like Dragon Ball, Bleach, just a lot of the big four, man. So, yeah, let's get right into it, man. Uh, let's go on and break down episode one.
All right,
Uh,
you want to do that, or what do you want to do?
I mean, you can start it off. You
All
can
right,
start off
then.
episode one. Like,
Well,
basically, what happened? Give us a rundown of what happened in episode one.
all right. So basically, what you need to know about episode one is we meet our main character Itadori Yuji, and he's basically just living his life normally. We see that he's an abnormally strong child, to be honest, for his age, as seen in some like pretty funny skits that's early in the show. And apparently, they end up learning about he doesn't know anything yet, but he ends up coming in contact with a cursed object, which is known as Sukuna's finger, or whatever. And once they come into contact with it, another person from an organization known as Jujutsu Tech, known as Fushiguro, he comes there to retrieve the item. But Itadori's friends have already kind of activated it and released the curses that were held within it. So Fushiguro goes to save them, and Itadori, being the MC he is, he went to go save his friends and whatnot and help Fushiguro out. During this exchange, though, he ends up consuming the finger and becoming a host for the King of Curses, Roman Sukuna.
Yeah, and
And
as we know, man, I mean,
he's a
we know
beast.
Schooner, man.
Yeah.
He's one of the most powerful curses, if not the most powerful and respected curse.
Yeah, everybody's scared of that nigga.
Like the world, man. I mean, and if you guys didn't know, man, Jujutsu Kaisen did get confirmed for a movie discussing our OVA.
Yeah.
Previous chapter, like chapter 0 of the manga.
Yeah,
Like
if
a
you haven't read the manga, then you're definitely going to be looking forward for that movie.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, man. But let's move on to. I mean, basically, that's all that happened in episode 1, to be honest.
Yeah, other than your boy Grandpa dying, and that's pretty much it.
His grandpa died, and he just had that motivation in him, man. Like, but
For real.
he gets adopted by the Jujutsu sorcerers. Basically, he gets taken in by a guy named Gojo. Everybody knows Gojo.
Yeah.
You've seen him trending all over Instagram, all over
All the daddy
the
edits, all the people fangirling over this nigga. I mean,
Yeah.
he cool. So, you know what I'm
He's
saying?
cool, and it's how he's written. He has the power to back up the goofy way he acts. So,
Yeah.
but his ultimate goal is end up just giving Itadori Yuji all the fingers of Sukuna. Like, but keep in mind that the rest of Jujutsu Tech or whatever, they don't want that to happen. They're just giving the order to kill Yuji,
Yeah.
despite the rare ability for him to control and be a vessel of Sukuna. Like, they don't want to take any chances. So, yeah. Gojo ends up training. He ends up taking in Itadori. He says he sees something special in him, and he also says it's about 2 other students that he's recently taken under his wing. We know those characters, Fushiguro and
Nobara.
yes, those 2. Now, those 2 are obviously like one of the most popular characters. A lot of the cast of the show is honestly popular. I don't see how you get any of the characters.
Exactly, because what Jujutsu Kaisen it does a lot better than other anime is they give their shine to their other characters as well, not just the MC. Like the MC, Itadori, he be turning up, but they really give their shine to the side characters because you can tell they put a lot of effort into creating them.
Yeah, Exactly, and it's crazy though because I told you this before, but the creator of Bleach said that he felt that Jujutsu Kaisen females were basic, like
For real.
weak, like and I was like, he just felt like they had a straightforward personality, like oh tough girl shit. Like I don't know. I mean, I don't mind it though. To be completely honest with you, and in my personal opinion, Jujutsu Kaisen has better art than all those shows. In my opinion.
Yeah, they got Mappa. They doing their thing with Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, it's like they really are, bro. Like that hairpin.
Yeah, that
Oh
hairpin.
my god.
And the fight with it's like okay, we gonna get to them though, cause we going through the episodes for you. But when we get to them, you know it's good. Basically, well, you pretty much well, you didn't. Well, you went
We
over.
we,
What
we
you
kind
know?
of branched into episode 2 slightly. You
Okay.
feel me? Like
Well,
let's just go along the storyline chronologically.
okay.
Like,
Well, okay. Then if
you
we're
know
doing
what
it
I'm
like
saying?
that, then usually he goes to Jujutsu Tech with Gojo. He's training him and whatnot. He got accepted. Pretty basic stuff happening. He ends up meeting back up with Fushiguro, and he's like, okay, you ended up surviving and coming to school now. And he's like, Fushiguro, he don't really, in the beginning, he's just like, this annoying idiot type shit. But you know they're going to be friends. This is how it is. And they
Yeah.
eventually get a third member, Nobara, and she's pretty lit, you know what I'm saying? Got a hairpin.
Yeah, so she's a real likable female character.
For real. You need in my opinion, bro, you need likable female characters within your show.
Yeah, if a show does not have any female characters in it just to represent something, like, and it really has to be something meaningful, then the show honestly just it goes kind of downhill. It gets kind of played. Like it's like I
Yeah.
don't know.
It's like, bro, I like looking at two niggas beat the shit out of each other as much as the next dude, but you still need your females in there to turn up with you, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the second episode was basically, bro. Like,
It
the
was just
second
basically
episode,
introducing everybody, you know what I'm saying? It was a pretty basic episode.
it was
Nothing too
right.
crazy.
Yeah, yeah. Like the second episode, Gojo had the full fight with Sukuna. They
Yeah.
continued to fight. And then whatever they talked about Yuji's execution and stuff like that. Whatever. But it says this is basically just him being accepted into the academy or whatever. He had a little fight with the principal. You feel me? You remember the little interview he had?
Yeah.
And he was fighting those little cursed objects, those green little teddy bears. Um, I mean, yeah, basically it's just, a welcoming episode. He's getting introduced, man. He's getting at home with this stuff. Going on missions, getting more fingers. Now, let's go on and we go to episode 3 just to see where we are.
3.
The Girl of Steel. This is the episode where we get introduced to
Navarra.
our girl. Yep.
Yeah, and her weapon, she got the hammer.
I mean, the cool thing about Nobara, though, like she's just like, how could you not like Nobara, bro?
For real. It's like Navarra is cool. Like it's like if you don't like her, something wrong with you.
It says Nobara may have experience, but curses from the city are far stronger than those from the countryside. Yes, he is from the countryside. It says their strength grow with the population since they're born from human emotions. Cursed corpse stands off with Nobara, but its head is destroyed by nails as soon as it cursed energy. Okay, so this is just a little mannequin scene they had.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when she saved the boy and stuff.
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, apart from Nobara, I mean, she's just a good character. That's all there is to say. I can't wait to see more from her, man. I mean,
Yeah.
she showed out in the first season. Fushiro, like, he was showing out in the beginning, bro. Because Schooner,
Yeah.
like, he got an eye out on him, but we'll see more from him.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah, of course.
Because even I'm not even gonna say that yet. But we go, you know what I'm saying? But yeah,
But in a nutshell, Itadori becomes clicked up with the Jujutsu Tech, and they're about to do this academy or whatever. This, they're about to do this test. Oh my god, sort of like the tuning exams or whatever, just to see who could become a special grade sorcerer. At least I think that's what it was, right? So
You talked about that.
while they're competing with the other school or something like that,
Oh wait, that's later.
and while they're having this, I mean, what else happens in between this though? Nothing
Oh, it's
really
not. It's when you
meaningful.
remember when Itadori almost died to that nigga. Remember one of the fingers? It was that white nigga.
Yeah, that little small special grade nigga.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he almost
but
died.
was
To
that
that.
really a main like?
Yeah, that nigga almost
Yeah, I
died.
mean, I guess it's a main plot point, but I mean,
And it's like because like it gives you insight
made
on
the
Sukuna.
contract with Skuna.
It's
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it gives you
yeah. It's
insight
like
on him
more
because
about
he's
him.
like he don't get no fucks about what nobody got to say. He doing his own agenda. And he doing what he want to do.
Yeah, Sukuna is the main villain that's hidden in the shadows throughout everything.
To be
He's all
honest,
knowing. Like
I wouldn't
he's.
even really. I don't know. I couldn't even really label him as a villain until he actually do some shit. Because right now he just I don't know.
I just label him a villain because of his history and what they call, what they say in the books.
Yeah, well, they
Like
do. Yeah, they do be
they
saying.
say he's the most powerful curse. Like, and he reigns over everything. That
Yeah,
nigga.
and as
I
we've
did my
seen so
fact,
far,
bro.
none of the other Turses
That
been able
nigga
to stand up to
Mahito.
him.
Yeah, nobody can stand up to him. Like my point is, Sukuna is in his own lane, and he's lived longer than all these newborn curses, like Mahito, like all these new people. This nigga's thousands of years old, so he has a secret agenda that he's not gonna tell anybody. And the fact that he manifested inside of Itadori was good for him because somebody could actually control the finger. Not too many other special grades curses do that. Like
Which
this
leads,
nigga's not even a
which
curse; he's a
leads you into
human.
thinking, why do they want to kill this nigga if he can contain this shit? Like, because think about it, wouldn't it be better for him, someone like him, to contain it rather than they be free? Which is why This is why I'm actually really into the story because I want them to explain the shit to me. I
I
want
mean,
them
most people they say they want to destroy the fingers.
to.
To
I
be
mean,
honest.
yeah, but do they really think they have the power to do that in general? Because they're scared of him.
But to the point is, you can see why they express concern and why they don't want Itadori to eat the fingers if you're looking at it from a realistic standpoint. Is because the nigga, like I said, Sooner's been around for 1,000 years. Once his power is collected in a lump sum, obviously he's gonna be able to control whatever the fuck he wants once he gets that strength back slowly but surely. So like, what if this nigga Itadori, while he can control a few fingers right now, that's pretty impressive. But once he's eating like, you know, let's see, about 10 or 11. I mean, who's to say that that nigga Sukuna is not gonna snake this nigga? Like,
I mean, he
and
already
just
was
take over
bugging at my boy.
completely. Yeah, and they done made some shisty pack agreements. Like, so it's like
My nigga
he's
is
the
snake.
ultimate thing. I could understand why they don't want to feed the fingers to him, but at the same time,
It's like, what
when you're
other
dealing
choice
with
you
something
have?
that strong, yeah, it's like what other choice do you have? But it's crazy though because it's like Gojo's plan Loki coincides with
Sukunas.
the antagonist playing,
Yeah,
yeah, like
bruh.
Skuna and the other people that are collecting the fingers. Because that nigga Mahito wants to revive Skuna. That's their plan to revive that nigga so the world can be in an age of curse. Like, that's their ultimate plan. Fuck humanity. Yes.
Fuck humans.
And, like, as far as, like, if we talk about, like, we can talk about all the cool characters from the show that are
Okay.
heroes and stuff like that.
Oh yeah,
We
you already
can
know Toto. You up there? My boy Swole.
Toto.
He said, "Fushiguro, you boring because you don't like fat ass women and tall women, so you got to get the shit beat out of you." You already know. He was already my favorite just for that one line. I was like, "Yep." And then you already know everybody. Gojo's everybody's favorite, so you know he don't count. Like. You know, you can't forget the headmaster, the old nigga with the guitar. We didn't even get to see what he was about to do, but you knew he was about to turn up.
All right, they just let it get Gojo the spotlight, though.
For real.
It's crazy.
It's like you see this man everywhere. Niggas on Twitter got profile pictures trying to be like this man. It's like
For a minute, I had Gojo as my profile picture, but then I was like,
you know, I got my profile picture, Space Danny, because he the real nigga. He became God. It's like, but that's beside the point. Who's some other good? Panda, he lit.
Yeah, the panda has some really good stuff, bro. Like
let's see, Maki's sister. She's definitely
Yeah, Maki's sister and her backstory kind of annoying, but nonetheless, both are good characters. I like the girl with the glasses a lot
yeah,
more.
yeah. The
She
girl.
get way more.
What's I
to me.
forgot her name. Oh, Maki. I just said her name. Maki. Yeah, she's a beast.
Yeah,
And
she had no curse energy inside her. Like she
bro,
just willed tools and was like
ah,
really strong.
it's like, bro, they did her so well because even it's like the lineage is just there for the lineage, bro. Because you know what I'm talking about because you've read the manga. You know what I'm talking about.
I don't want to tell anybody.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to until we actually do a video on the manga. We're gonna try to keep that kind of under wraps.
Yeah, I can't wait to. I can't wait to get into the Demon Slayer recaps. Cause,
Oh yeah,
Lord,
I'm gonna be reading that today. I already know.
bro, the Demon Slayer after Rengoku died, it's just so good. Like you get to see more Hashira action and more moon fights. There's no more lacking after this. Like
It's
after
like,
that
nah,
training,
no more
bro.
little niggas.
Yeah, seriously, no more little niggas after the training, bro. Like it's crazy.
Bruh.
But
Believe it or not, Mechamaru is actually a pretty cool character.
Mechamaru, he just reminds me of like
He kind of reminds me of Aizen,
modern.
low-key. Well,
He reminds
you
me
said
of like
modern.
modern. I'm gonna say like he reminds me of modern day like gamers who just be at the crib all day.
He do. He remind me of Madara, to be honest, because the way their situation was, the body shit and how they was trying to be normal.
Yeah, the Mechamaru ended up getting beat
Ooh,
down
I felt
because
bad.
he was talking down on Panda. He was talking down on Panda trying to say that.
Yeah, I remember that.
You remember he was talking all that shit, but he didn't even know Panda's backstory and what he went through. You know what I'm saying? Like he was one of the few curses that can actually experience emotion and stuff like that. Like basically like a human, pretty much. Like
Yeah.
it was crazy though to see all the transformation. This man goes from panda to gorilla. Like, bro, I don't see how people couldn't like that. Like,
And then, bruh, it was, I don't know, like, if I had to go and, like, okay. We haven't seen too much of, I forgot her name. I think her name is Miwa, the girl with the sword.
blue hair.
We haven't seen too much of her yet, but I feel like she's going to get her time to shine, too.
Yeah, she's a fan girl for Gojo. Like,
That's how
for real,
all the
for real.
girls be on social media. That's a perfect
Yeah,
example.
she's the personification of all that.
I
Like,
feel like they did that on purpose because they knew
yeah,
what they
I
was
was gonna
doing when
say
they
that.
made that nigga.
Yeah, I knew they were gonna have one character that was like, "Oh my god!" Like, just look at the speed they give Gojo. Like, whenever this nigga takes his glasses off, bruh, those panties just drop.
I guess,
All the
like
weaves.
everybody just, I guess girls just got something for niggas with white hair or something. I don't know, but anyway, we're gonna move on. We got off track. Freaking
Yeah,
basically
I mean,
what
it's still
happened was,
Jujutsu.
yeah, well we did, well actually we did go over the thing. He basically fought that finger. He almost died. Sukuna took over. He beat the shit out of Finger. He was like, who are you? You're a part of me. You gonna rise up against me type shit. He fucked him up. And him and Fushiguro ended up fighting. And Itadori basically was pronounced dead, quote unquote, because Sukuna ripped out his own heart or whatever. But little did you know, it's a plot twist. He won't dead. And he just came back. And they just kept it under wraps for a while. While Gojo was just training him just to keep him out of the light for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then eventually the exchange games came up and Yuji was presented back to his teammates as alive. They weren't really happy to see him. They were pissed off, to be honest, which was funny.
It was.
But the exchange
But
games is
honestly-
where the shit heated up at now.
Yeah, the exchange games. That's where we got to see a lot of the characters cast their powers out. We get to see a lot of, abilities being shown.
Oh, wait a
get to
minute. We
see-
skipped over something. Freaking your boy that died, that got freaking turned into whatever the fuck that shit was by Mahito. He ended up fighting his best friend. Well, his best friend for like 2 episodes. He ended up having to kill that nigga. Well, he ended up dying, never mind. And then he got pissed off. He started fucking up Mahito with your boy that looked like hell. I forgot his name. You know what I'm talking about?
You're talking about Mahito's first domain expansion.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, okay, yeah. That episode was crazy, but honestly, I can't wait till they introduce Yuki. They introduce Yuki. Don't get
Ooh,
sidetracked.
okay. Bruh. Oh, God. I'm ready to see them. I'm ready to for them to introduce Maki dad already. Like, come on now. I'm sorry, I had to say it. They need to introduce that nigga already. If y'all read the manga, y'all know what I'm talking about. If y'all don't, then y'all just gonna have to wait. I'm sorry, but I couldn't wait. I had to read the shit.
Who said I had to read this shit?
Like, cause it's good. Bruh, you know when you find that show and you like, damn, I don't feel like waiting for the animation. I'm about to read it. That's one of them shows. That's the Jujutsu Kaisen.
Yeah, that's facts. But so the exchange games, let's get into it. The exchange games was basically a tournament just to determine who was going to become a special grade sorcerer. You know,
Yeah.
I mean,
So you had the main group versus another school, and we had everybody. This is where all the fights took place between everybody. Their goal was basically just to exercise curses to get these tabs to basically turn colors and prevent other people from doing it. And it's basically like a race, to be honest with you. And basically the whole ruse of it is they wanted the other team to kill Itadori, but they
that was a
couldn't pull it
secret
off.
hidden agenda. Nobody really knew about that. Everybody except for Yuji and his team.
Yeah.
Everybody else had to kill the old man with the guitar. I forget his name. He made sure he made that clear. Like, you guys are gonna have to kill this dude. Like,
Yeah, I don't.
he's posing to a threat.
He must have really had confidence in them to think they were really gonna be able to kill this nigga. Because think about it, what if they haven't really thought about this? What if they destroy, like they kill Itadori, but if they really just kill him, and Sukuna is actually able to like just take over his body completely?
I think that will happen, bro, because he healed his whole heart. Like, yeah, so that would happen. I feel like
I don't think they was thinking when they did that. They was trying to get themselves killed.
Right, and come on, Itadori, he just came out of a fighting Mahito, dude. One of the most strong newborn curses, bro. Like, it's just crazy, bro. And for the longest, you remember, they thought Itadori was dead.
Yeah.
And then he had made a little appearance. Because wasn't he training with Gojo, watching movies or something like that?
Yeah, he had to train with that curse doll that kept punching the shit out of him.
Yeah, nah, that shit was funny. I like little moments like that in shows, to be honest. But yeah, basically they had a fight during the exchange games, and
Toto
the main
ended up
conflict.
basically. Oh wait, wait, you want to say it?
Yeah, the main conflict in this ends up being, they have a little fights. I don't want to go too in depth.
Mm-hmm.
I want to introduce the main issue, which is the invasion of the exchange games by a certain group. Everybody knows.
You kind of remind me of the Trinity fans when you say that.
Yeah, it's like when Orochimaru came in and just fucked everything up. Like, that's what I can compare it to. Like, but yeah. So a lot of bad people come in. I don't know if Geto was there. I don't think Geto was there.
He wasn't
Geto
there.
wasn't there. It was just Mahito.
It was Mahito, this blonde haired dude.
The flower.
Yeah, the flower curse. Hinami, and what's that bald nigga that got fucking crunched?
Yeah. You talking about the
He came on the scene just to get fucking raped.
And then they were talking about that weird special grade curse that was lurking around. They were like, watch out for it. They just came in and murked that shit.
For real.
Like, and that was when the character, it's crazy because I suck at remembering names, but the character that can't talk, Togi,
Hmm.
Oge or whatever his name was. He was the first person to see. I think he was the first person to notice intruders. Like, I'm trying to think, was he? I mean, it doesn't
I
really
don't
matter though,
know.
because he noticed somebody, bro. Because he was fighting and then boom, seen that shit from behind the tree, and then they got fucked up. Mm,
And then basically, after all that shit went down at the exchange games, and the threat was basically alleviated. Uh, they was what did they do? I
I
know
mean,
they were
after the
just
threat was,
like they were just
they were
cooling for
just
a little bit.
in like repair mode. They were just like chilling, like. Because I mean, after that, they became special grade sorcerers after that whole incident.
Yep.
And then they were chilling for a little bit, and then the focus goes to Fushiguro or whatever his name is,
Yeah.
and we get some news about his sister and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, this is that episode with that door that was killing people.
Yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
that's what
they okay. So yeah, basically they get some info on Fushiguro's sister. They try to figure out this string of murders and how it's connected with this bridge, basically. And eventually, the whole episode ends up focusing on that. But when they do get there, they realize that there's Sukuna's fingers there, and so they're trying to exercise the curse and whatever. And not a repeat, but the same nigga that showed up, that basically Fushiguro ends up running into the same curse spirit that almost killed Yuji. The same Sukuna's fingers. It's basically like that, but a lot stronger. And basically, the whole trio gets separated. Ichidori and Nobara are outside while he's fighting that. They're fighting two quote unquote curse spirits, and they end up fighting him, and they end up beating him and killing them. But they only to realize that they weren't curse spirits; they were actually humans, type shit. So they kind of, yeah, Yuji doesn't really. It's kind of conflicted on this type of thing, and that's basically where they leave you off at.
yeah.
They force you to read the manga. You not just gonna stop after seeing that shit. You gonna want to read it.
Yeah. The thing is with this, it's like the anime is amazing how they stretched all that out through 24 episodes. Because if you read the manga, you would have flew through that like fast, like.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's like, is that really all there is to Jujutsu? I mean, there really is right now, though.
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
mean, we don't want to go into too much detail because we don't want to just give you everything. So it's just like,
yeah. And even then, it's like, I don't even want to talk about a whole lot of crazy stuff about the story either. Like, we could have went way more in depth with a lot of this stuff. Like, but we save a lot of this stuff, like character backstories and
yeah, this is
stuff like
basically
that
like
for
an overview just to ease you into it.
Yeah, so just I don't know.
Just you guys already know. If y'all want a more in depth discussion, go ahead, like, subscribe, just share the video, bro. Like, come on, it's cool. We gonna be here to supply your content needs. The music I got in the back got me bugging, bro, because the way it just came on, it was
My
motivational.
music, it's like some real chill shit. Like I got some like nice little music.
My shit
But
is like that. We're gonna not lose. We're gonna win. We can't
that shit
let
really
evil
sound like
prevail.
JJK. It sound like some Gojo shit. Whenever you pop up, you just start stepping on ants.
That remind me of somebody in Reiki Legends. But shameless plug, we gonna put that in the description too. Go ahead and check that out on Webtoons. Yeah. Thank y'all for tuning in.
Hey you guys. The last thing before we go, make sure check us out on Instagram at Vulgrim YT. Check out my boy Hollowisp channel. Man.
And Hollowisp on
We
Instagram.
got a lot of stuff. We got a lot of stuff. Whether it be anime edits, whether it be anime discussions, anime facts, really anime related content. Check our channels out. We're on the come up, we're on the grind, so we appreciate any support. And with that said, we hope you guys have a nice day.
Indeed.